games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. The Stallions ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Ducks offense will get first crack at it here. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Moore to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down, but they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quick release on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Oregon. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off play action on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Makes the He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him try to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore will throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Stallions come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quickly out to the tight end. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Stallions are on the move. Rides the back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Takes it on the shuffle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Sends it back in motion. Moore to the air. Quick completion on the out. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Stallions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And the Stallions decide to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway. Just inside the 35 at their own 34. Rides the back on the option to give. There he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Williams. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Stallions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Stallions send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Moore will throw. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. He now has 111 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Throwing right. Finds a man by himself. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Touchdown, Oregon! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Getting set for the point after. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Bringing it out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just no.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picks up the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense offense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Moore to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bryant. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Sharps, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Bullock. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Now on 1st down from the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming in justice. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Oh, man, they've already lost 1 quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost 1. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Stallions will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running into the open space. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To throw. It's Grimes. Finds his tight end. Oh, what a move to get room. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Oh, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Trying play action. Looking to scramble. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2 and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play and they've got it at the 35.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there. Timing better be good, and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Moore will throw. Finds the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Whittington. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Scanning the field, it's Grimes. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and long situation. They tried to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He leaves it with his back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on third down for this offense. Making side adjustments here. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. In the final period with a third down play. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A tough third down spot here. Field is condensed. Ball is at the 10-yard line. Moore to the air. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Hand off from the shotgun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break. Be checked out. The Stallions have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Ready. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Stallions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down from the 40. To the ground, he's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Stallions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Stallions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And that is no good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Gives it on the option. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I know you can play these late games situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. At the 45 on its way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quarterback may change this route. The toss to the right. Looking for room at the 30. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Oregon. 30. Sharps. 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give the credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Kick is in the air. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Rides to the back. And the Ducks get it past the sticks.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A first down for the offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.